Hello and welcome to the Gamers Table Independent Edition. Today we are reviewing Forces.
Forces?
Forces.
Forces of what?
Welcome to Forces.
Oh,
Universal forces are at work.
Ah.
As a warp mage, you are able to control these forces. Some forces succeed, some fail, and some backfire. But all must be accounted for in the game of Forces. I like the packaging. It's a little purple bag, the deck of cards, and some chips and the rules in it. Again, stick it in your pocket, take it with you.
I like the purple bag.
Yes, you said.
Yes.
You like the purple bag.
I like the purple bag.
He likes the purple bag.
So what we have here is the purple bag. Inside the bag are red chips, blue chips, a deck of cards, and these rules, which is one side is the rules, the other side is a description of all the cards. So you could ostensibly download the rules and make your own deck, but don't do that. Buy the game instead, if you were to do so.
It's really simple game. You want to take more blue chips to win the game than red chips. The red chips negate the blue. The cards, you pretty much do what they say. And some of them are just crazy. Oh, everybody passed their chips around, in that direction, and now you end up with whatever he had.
You play around with, you know what? I can't remember exactly how many chips. I think it's one chip per player that get pulled out randomly out of the bag. The blues are worth +1. The reds are worth -1. And then you continue playing cards until either all the chips are gone and you start a new round, or everyone's out of cards, in which case you redraw more cards.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be fun, but there's a lot of really crazy cards in here, which really, I mean, if you're looking to play this game to win, you can be disappointed. If you're looking to play the game to have fun, you'll probably have fun.
Yep.
Yeah, if you just like crazy randomness, yes.
The opponent of your choice loses a turn. Hey, you, lose a turn.
Yeah, you were talking too much. Shut up.
All players must give their pile of orbs to the player on their left. So, I was winning. Now the person to my left...
Hey, great. I was losing.
As long as it's not Ked.
Have all my red chips. Awesome. Yeah.
You and the opponent of your choice must switch orb piles. That's the one you saved for the last card you play in the last round of the game.
Assuming
Who's
you're
winning?
losing.
Who's winning? Give me all your stuff. I win now.
Well, you got to watch. You don't save that if you're actually winning, though.
Yes. Well, even better to save it then, so nobody can do it to you.
No, but if you're saving it, you're going to end up having to play.
But there's a large variety of cards, and they're pretty wacky. And the game goes until the bag of orbs, which are actually blue and red chips, run out. If you're just into having fun, not having to win. But I mean, it's not just about that. The game seems kind of meaningless if you're playing it, and then all of a sudden someone plays a card, and well, I was winning. Like, I guess for me, what's the point of playing a game if you're not trying to win?
You just do it exactly what the cards tell you to do, and it's how you play the cards in which order or whatever that's going to determine the game. But you could play some really great cards, and then, like Chris said, just the very last card played says, "Hey, look, just switch everybody's piles around." Just completely randomizes the ending. It's like, wow. So, yeah, there could be a little bit of strategy to it, but somebody could just totally play one card and just mess everything up right off the bat. Yeah.
So everybody gets 3 cards to start the game, and you don't get any more cards until a new round.
A new round, yeah.
Right. So you don't have a lot of options in any one particular round of what you can do. So that is a limiting factor, which still makes it random, but at least you have less to play with. Mm-hmm. So one guy isn't able to collect like 30 cards in his hand and just control the game.
That'd just be crazy.
It's a good game for non-gamers because it has that random factor, which means it gives you the level playing field. And the level playing field means that no matter what your skill level is, you're going to have just as much chance of winning as the guy who's never played the game before. Wrapping up for Forces.
Forces of what?
Universal Forces.
Okay.
I give Forces a 5. It has a theme. it's a very abstract theme, but it does take a theme. You're some sort of mage manipulating forces, and you're a very vindictive mage that just likes to screw with everybody else whenever possible.
Or maybe a very absent-minded mage where it doesn't really matter what you do.
Easy to teach. Yeah, just do what the card says. That's fairly simple to figure out. Fun to play. Not hugely fun to play because it is so random. I mean, it's good for it's a good filler game, or it's a good for people who aren't really into board games. It's something they might like because it's random. It's not something where one person can have a huge advantage over somebody else.
I'm going to give it 5. It can be a little fun, just totally screwing around, playing whatever card. You just, pass them all to the left now. All right, I get all the blues. All right, cool. And then somebody else, the very next card does, hey, swap piles with me. All right, fine. Now, game's over. Who won? Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we had a little bit of fun while we were playing it, but strategy, yeah, it's hard to strategize when somebody just play one card and totally screw everything up on you.
Or if you're down to one card to play and you just screw yourself because I didn't want to play that card. I was hoping the orbs to be gone.
All these cards really wouldn't help me at all, no matter what I did with them. Okay, yeah, pass these away, pass those away, eliminate these. Well, considering what colors I have in front of me right now, it didn't benefit me at all. But yeah, the artwork's not too bad and everything like that, and it's pretty simple and easy to learn. It's a modest time filler.
I'll give Forces a 4. Yeah, if you're playing this game to win, you're going to be disappointed. I like the variety of cards. There's a huge amounts of different cards in here to play. But for me, and there's lots of things that are douchebaggery in here, like stealing somebody's chips or giving them all the red ones. But there's just too many cards that totally change the game as far as who's going to win, that I think if the game was without them, it would be better for me. As it stands...
That's most of the cards, though.
Well, there's all the ones that push all your chips to the person on your left. I mean... There goes all your work, the entire game. Mm-hmm. That card is played at the end, and everything you did up to that point means absolutely nothing. At which point you might as well have rolled the dice. I mean, it's good for non-gamers because everyone's on an even foothold in this one.
You can almost call this game Scrabble. Throw the chips out, just grab what you can, and then say, "Oh, all right." You shoved me out of the way at the last second, and I didn't get anything. All right.
Well, I'll give this game a 4.
So that's it for this episode of the Gamers Table Independent Edition. Tune in next Friday where we review another game. An independent one.
Like, you can always have fun, too. Like, fun should happen. If the game is fun, it happens. I mean, competitiveness should not take away from the fun unless you're just overly competitive. Anyways, that's off for another whole talking about stuff. Well, that really doesn't make any sense.